Hey, um, I wanted to come on today to talk about how, you know, many of us are awoken and a lot of things have transpired in our lives to the point where we understand what is going on around us. And I put on the title, The Zombies Spoke Our Brains, okay? Want your brains. Because, to be honest with you, that's what they are. They are basically people that are not, they have already, they're in the matrix. And that's how I look at zombie movies. I look at zombie movies as of they are in the place where they're not able to control themselves. That they don't have the ability to, you know what I'm saying, to be understanding or to correspond with things that what is going on within this matrix, right? So when I had this dream, okay, about about the gods and the goddesses, it kind of like had me where I did not kind of like I didn't hesitate because I understood that dream. Because I'm not the one giving the dream. First off, why? What the reason I'm dreaming about this for? And I'm not thinking about this. It's not on my mind. It's not in my. It's not in my subconscious mind. It's not. Oh, I don't watch. At the time, I wasn't watching any tarot cards. I wasn't watching any nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm only dedicated to what I'm dedicated to at this particular time, which I don't have. I never had a problem with it. Never. So my point of saying it is that um, we allow ourselves to be at a place where we don't. I'm talking from experience at this point, where we don't interact with things that is not where we're supposed to understand it. We don't interact with it, right? So how can you understand something you don't interact with? So, all right. I'm saying this to say this. When I had this dream in this one God, it I couldn't move. It shot something at me, and I couldn't move. Out in a dream, I couldn't move. In the dream, I couldn't move. The vision, and I was like, man, it got me. What was gonna happen to me? Cause the police was shooting at it, and they couldn't win. I'm talking about it was a battle going on. When I say it was a battle going on in this vision that I had. And I was like, I was feeling in the state of mind where they don't understand. They are not gonna understand. These are police's fighting forces that is not of this world. And I'm talking about it was superheroes and all kind of stuff coming from some place, some I don't know where to help me fight the police. And I'm like, what are we fighting for? And this is basically saying that they can comprehend that this that we are under is a psychological. They know we under the psychological warfare, okay? Because they're part of it, right? That's why they shoot it in the vision. That's why they shooting at the gods and the goddesses. And whatever weapons that the gods and goddesses was using, they were just using their hands. They was not using a weapon of destruction. warfare, no, nothing of destruction of this world. They would just took their hands out. All they did was just took their hands and started. You know what I'm saying? The day I'm talking about this is because it was telling me how the mind of the people are not conditioned. They're fearful. They don't understand something. They're going to go and they're going to do anything. They're going to try to do anything in their power to try to stop a force that cannot be reckoned with, because they're not of this world. And they was using these forces that was basically natural. You can't fight in a physical with spiritual. And they was looking, they was all petrified. You could tell in their eyes that this been like over a year now. Yes, it's been over a year since I had this dream. This is, yeah. It was mainly where I had to ponder upon my heart. I had to go in deep with this dream. Because God, I have never gave me a dream that I don't understand or I can't comprehend. I know exactly what's going on. And at this particular time, I had stopped going to church. I really literally just I wasn't going to church before that dream occurred, and I was like, because I felt it in my soul. I knew that my soul was telling me that these are zombies. How they was walking around, how they was acting, and how they was contradicting things, and they was talking about this and talking about that, and I'm like, how are you? It wasn't that I didn't understand anything that was going on or anything around me. It was that when He put me in the assignment, allowed me to go to the assignment, I knew that they were my enemy. Okay, I knew who they were. I understood the concept of what they was doing. I knew that they are more of this is not of this world situation that we're up against. Okay? Let me help you to understand that we're talking about how they want your mind. You understand what I'm saying? These are zombies. These people of the Matrix, they want what you have. They don't want anything else. They are conditioned at this point to only want what's in you, because of what's in you is greater than what is out of you. And that was basically having me in this dream, like these police, sometimes they was swore up. They was using some dangerous things, fighting, and nothing touched these gods and goddesses. Nothing. I'm talking about when I say nothing touched them, nothing. It wasn't no kind of weapon of this world they used to harm these gods and goddesses. So at this point, I'm sitting up there like, I'm already on this side. I'm already on the gods and goddesses side. I'm like, well, at the end when they won, and I'm literally down. I'm down here and they up in the sky and doing all this stuff they was doing, and I'm like, I'm shooting what they shooting at the police, and they big and they doing their thing, and I'm like, okay, well, hey, I ain't gonna question it. We all fighting together, and the superheroes came and they was doing their thing. I'm talking, this was mainly of how can I'm gonna say this like this, because I'm talking about how the mind of the people are conditioned to harm themselves, but don't even know that they're harming themselves because of that was confirmation, because of the ability not to want what is right, but what is in you, not to combine themselves. See, that's the whole point. I'm gonna be honest with you. As these people was down here looking at each other, their cars was blowing up. Yeah, I seen some stuff in the natural as well. But I'm talking about this dream was out of this world for me, and it made me start looking at things. Because in a dream, in a vision, I was literally hearing the conversation. That's how I know when things ain't right or whatever. In this dream, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm helping them, and they up there doing their thing. These police are down here getting crucified. And I'm doing the job, what they doing up there. And they is getting crucified. They up there like, man, we need some more stuff. We need some more help. And this and that. And I'm like, then everything just ended. This one God or goddesses, I can't tell you which one it was, but it shot something at me and it stung me and I couldn't move. And now as I'm thinking, it was my ancestor, because I couldn't move. I'm like, what you doing to me? I'm like, I couldn't talk, couldn't say nothing. That was just inside of the vision. It was letting me know I'm chosen. And at this particular time, I'm like, man, we finna get ready to go to war. Literally. They telling me not to be scared for nothing. Because at this point, I'm like, I already know my assignment. I already understand how to do this. And this is basically saying that we finna get ready to go to war. Listen, the superheroes that came, I ain't gonna lie to you. They was doing their thing. They wasn't doing it like them gods and goddesses though. And I'm like, I'm up in this dream. It was fun. I was being honest with you, it was so fun to the point where I'm like, okay, this is something that I'm understanding, and now this is the dream. I have had many visions. Inside my visions at the particular time when I was going to church, they was not right. They was not basically how my dreams is normally. The whole time I went to this particular church. And I said, okay, they trying to switch my destiny. And I got to do this in a different type of way. But I'm going to speak my mind. But I'm gonna, at the same time, I'm going to stay humble with this, because this is something that is out of my understanding at this time, because I never have had a vision where I don't understand anything at all. That's why I use my ministry pages, and I use my I had to wait till I get to this YouTube to communicate on the things that I need. So I don't care how nobody think about me, because before I started this, I knew that I had to be appropriated with God, communicating with me, because I'm like, okay, now you told me to stop. You told me to stop looking at horoscopes. You told me to stop doing this. You told me and I understand now why he told me. Because as time went by, he said, you're never going to stop praying to me. You're never going to stop talking to me. You're never going to stop being able to be unequally yoked with me. Because you, who I created you to be. And that was the dream was telling me. As they are in this world, this matrix, and their minds are conditioned to try to take from those who are not in the matrix. And they will put you under so much pressure, not knowing that you was already under pressure in the beginning. Knowing that the pressure was already going to take you and have you in a place where you was going to be able to decipher the things that is understood already that don't need to be explained. And they start beating it. Now they can't hardly beat no more, because they are tired. And their minds are basically wrecked with no understanding. Now, they're at the point where they can't even try to fathom what's going to happen to them next because they can't win a battle against, okay, now listen to the psychological warfare that they got you under, listen to it, and listen to it clearly, okay? What's happening is, now that they're using black magic, okay? They're using these deities, these ancient rituals, these ancient tactics to come up against the gods and the goddesses. Listen to me and listen to me clearly. Not knowing that they can't fight this battle, even though they're using this trying to use the same thing to get the same results as the gods and goddesses, not knowing that you can't touch chosen. This mind thing that they got going on, that they are fake, they have given false illusions to their mental state of mind to give them ability that they do not have. Because first off, we are having a psychological warfare. Okay? Now, let me pause for a minute. Before I do certain messages, I have the nuptials to release first. I have to cry. For some particular reason, I don't know. I have always done that. I think that's probably just me doing it because of empath in me, and I know who I have to reach, and I know those who are going to be reciprocated, and tears are worship. Tears are not tears of sorrow. Tears are not tears that have, they have a reason, they have a purpose. And every time when I get ready to do a certain message that I have to release forth into the atmosphere, into the universe, into this ether, okay? Period. On this realm, in this place, in this dimension, I release. I didn't know what it was at first, but I started understanding it later on down the line. I started understanding, okay, this release is basically saying that this is mainly me being able to receive the things that I need to receive and give what I need to give and take what I need to take. And I have to, that's what meditation is for. Because at some point, we have to understand that these things are not for us to just emulate in a particular way. We have to be able to siphon it from the point of view as spiritual to be able to bring it to the flourishing of the natural. I thank God for understanding. I literally do. So as time went by, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, this is something that I have to be able to decipher according to what is being said to me. Because I got a lot of stuff written down. It's in the Bible. I don't think people really recognize God's in the Bible. I don't think they understand that. And then it goes and talks about the crystals it talks about what goes into the temples and stuff like that. Okay, and then it goes and talk about the sapphires and the these different things to help the consciousness. People don't even know that it's there to help them. They don't know. They're just walking around doing these things and you know what I'm saying? Just being honest with you. I sit there, I watch a lot of things, and I love to watch them. Then I love to come back and I love to talk about certain things because as time goes by, I begin to understand that, which is already understood is understood. But I came to make a point of how we are out here with these with these these this information that we have within our DNA. And this is basically saying that many things that we have channeled, um, that's spoken to us about, okay, from the 5D. Oh, yesterday I had a experience. I was having certain type of experiences, and which I'm always having experiences. I just don't say nothing too much of my because of my element at this particular time. So I know that what I'm experiencing is basically that they're always gonna communicate with you, especially when you understand them and they know how to get your understanding. They know how to talk to you. They know how. One thing I will tell you that gets me where I know that when I'm not paying attention, when I'm really not paying attention, they'll grab my arm. Okay, they grab my arm, do something, I put it back. Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I know, I understand. I'm okay. Gotcha. We talk in different type of ways. Okay, we talk in our way that we have, but when these things are being emulated in this realm with them, you know what I'm saying? It's no stopping them from doing that. We can't change who we are with them. We got to be able to embrace them because they have already lived. They have already been here. They have already. These are our ancestors. These are part of our DNA, and they are here to help us to bring us into this alignment to understand. Listen, a lot of us already been on in line. I had to understand it because I'm like, what is going on here? This is something that is basically telling me y'all doing too much. I've never been afraid to talk to my ancestors. I've never been afraid to talk to them, period. We have a way when you become understanding in your life and you know that how they move their energy and all this thing, you know when they're talking to you. You know when they're not talking to you. You know which one's talking to you. And you hear different voices from different ancestors that come from other people when they come trying to connect with you. So basically, you know the difference because you are used to the spiritual realm. So that's why I don't. Anytime I'm doing certain things, I make sure that I listen because listening is showing that you have generosity to them. And then you give it to back out what they tell you. They understand that you are listening at that particular time. They know that you're listening first off. We are corresponding in our own way. Listening is basically sometimes listening and talk to you. They can hear you. They know you. You know them. When you're used to the spiritual realm, and many that comes on this line will understand that all things are lawful when you understand them clearly. Just like that one just passed by my head. I know who that is. Basically, I'm not in tune to them. I can hear them speaking at all times. This is basically used to understanding the aspects of my mind. It's not trying to get where it need to be. It's already where it need to be. You understand what I'm saying? It's already on that frequency. So in this frequency, I don't have to wake up and understand something when I'm already understood. Because these are things that have given us the ability to understand that life is what it is. Because as many times as we have to be able to emulate these things, other people around us can't see that like that. Especially when you're not used to certain energies. So, let me say this to you. All right. As time went by, I kept having visions when I was in this particular place. And the dreams was backwards. And God was talking to me in a dream, and He said, I want you to do this. And this is what I don't want you to do. But this is how I want you to do it. I'm like, okay. Okay, fine. He said, I need you to do it like this because they're doing this. Okay, fine. See, when you're used to your life purpose, Your life purpose don't start just when you're young. Especially when you're in tune, you have a significant path. And I'm like, I said, when he told me they tried to do a destiny change on my life back then, I was like, what you say? I'm gonna play with them. I got to play now. I can play. Let me see. I'm gonna play. Okay, I ain't gonna play with them. So I took out time to see it, and I had to realize this ain't a play amount. This is for real. So what I did was I took out time to say, okay, when can I get in? When can I get in? I said, not yet. I want them to think you don't understand nothing. I want you to understand that they think that they're gonna be able to win a battle against me. It ain't against you, but it's against me. They got me under judgment. As I seen the cross turn upside down. God bless him. As I seen the cross turn upside down, I'm like, oh, okay. They doing black magic. Oh, God, got me in this. Okay, God. So this people finna try to kill my whole family. I'm like, so what do I supposed to do? Cause I go home, y'all. I'm like, but I'm shooting these bullets. I can't shoot in front of them like that because I know these words will do some things. So I knew at that particular time that I had to take out time to be able to not speak in front of them. About a lot of things. I had to keep some stuff in. I had to go in deep. So, because these people playing with my life. They're playing with my life. These are zombies trying to play with my life. Trying to give out to me what I don't deserve. Oh my God. Do they know? So God had to come down. He had to literally come down. He had to do me like this. Do me like this. Hey, I'm right here. I need you to stay calm. I'm like, yo, I got you. I'm like, man, all right. He said they can do this to your brother. They can do this to your daddy. And I said, okay. All right, just keep me calm. Because I need your help. I need you because you know, I know what's going on, and I know this is a physical plane, so this physical plane, I need you to keep me at a bay because, you know, I know that these people playing with me, and I don't want to do what I don't want to do, so keep me as I allow you to. So I'm going to this place every time. God got me on this assignment. He said they don't know who you are. They know who you are, but they don't understand it. They think that they can get away with what they're doing. I need you to do it this way. I said I can't talk to them people. I can't say nothing to them people. Maybe my cheeks turn red because I'm so for real. So I'm sitting there like, I said, well, okay, I'm gonna keep my composure to the best of my ability. But Lord God, you know when I get to that point where I'm ready to do something, I need your help. This is them. They're trying to play with the mind. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't give information for nothing. I give information because once I give it, I'm already understanding. So at this particular time, I already know that I'm under surveillance. I know that I'm at this point where I don't have any help but spiritual guides, vented angels, protection angels, archangels, angels of the sign. This is a spiritual warfare from psychological warfare. It uses physical force for a mind, your mind. Get what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm saying to myself now I'm gonna do this the best way I know how because I got to reach everybody that I can at this point, and somebody got to stand up and they got to stand right because that's what the beginning of this part of the last part that was going on in the dream, that when this this it was looking like I got to do this. I'm looking at his eyes and I'm like, can't move. Like, oh, okay, you are stronger than me. I need your help. So at that particular time, I'm thinking to myself, so I'm going to go through something else that's going to help me. They didn't do that for nothing. They didn't come and show, they do not show themselves in my dreams like that. They do not come and talk to me in my as I'm astral projecting or anything like that. They don't do too. The only person talk to me is God. My angels don't talk to me. None of that. My ancestors, they'll come talk to me, or my deceased dad or my brothers or something like that, or my certain things, certain ones come talk to me, and I can hear them in the natural. But for us, me sitting up here trying to worry about who think what about me, but these people been doing things for so many years. They know ain't nothing wrong with my mind. They've been studying me forever. They know ain't nothing wrong with me, but they can put me in a mental institution because they can't. In this state, they can't even do a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? In matter of fact, they are able to only do what they can, and I wouldn't dare marry people into my life that I know is against me. Prime example, when I was married to the last guy I was married to, I married him for a reason. I had to connect with him on a whole nother level, and I had to basically take out time to understand what I was going to get ready to go through. And like I told him when I first got ready to marry him, I told him, I said, look, this is just a piece of paper for me and you. I said, because I promise you, the first time I feel like anything that is not right, you gone. I'm gonna have your clothes packed. I'm gonna have everything. I'm done. I said, I met you here, and this is where I need to stay. If I go back to my city and this and that, I'm done. I'm done. And then you can tell me, and then you can talk to me about it, and then, okay, this is the reason why I'm saying this is because you can't make me do anything I don't want to do, because I'm already understanding in my life, because my life purpose, I already was taught to do it this certain type of way, how to do this thing, and what I'm gonna do. And I said, okay, be my eyes, be my ears, be my mouth, be my feet, be my tongue, be the fiber of my being, because I need to understand this in the way that I need to get it done. So that's why I don't. Some things don't penetrate me as well as certain things do. You understand what I'm saying? When I know something's gonna affect certain people, I do know what I know. And I'm not going to sit and hesitate. I'm not going to sit and tell you a lie. I'm not going to sit here and just, oh, well, let me tell you about this story that this little boy, this little girl had once upon a time. No, I'm going to give you exactly what you need. Because, see, life is what life is. And you got to understand everybody's energy is not it's for everybody. And when you get in that energy, you got to understand a lot of us are literally walking karma. Not like all of us. Some of us are different ranks in the spiritual realm as well. And I didn't have to understand that. I've been understood that. Because these are things that when we are being elevated in this natural realm, we look like we do not even have no kind of power, no nothing. But these people was doing a psychological warfare because of they knew they were studying me from 2009. I'm 5. These people was like, well, here she go again. We got to get her. This in 2013. They were 12. They was like, we got to get her. I guess she had that baby. We got to get her. Because, man, oh, man, let's get this person in. See this. Let's get that person in. I'm in that whole conversation. So at this point, I'm thinking, nothing at this point. I'm like, man, Finna get ready to go. Wow. Because I know they is not gonna play with me any kind of way. I'm talking about I went on all different type of ways. I had to go for what I know, and what I know is what I feel that is right. And these are things that as being gods and goddesses in reincarnation of who we are. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I do fear certain things of my gifts because of what it can do. I'm not gonna not apply that to this conversation because once I understood that, I kind of like was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this. Oh God, how? Well, they're gonna get me pissed off, and they get me pissed off, and they're gonna have me. Well, it's gonna trigger to everybody because I'm used to this certain type of format that I have. How can I stop this? Well, I can stop it. I'm who I am, and I'm at this point where now this is something. Let me explain this to you. I don't care who don't like me. That's not my problem. I never had that problem with who don't like me. Ooh, what? Ooh, I love it. You just don't know. I do. I love when somebody don't like me. I love it because now you got me where I got you where I want you, and you don't even know it. Because these are psychological warfare that the enemy used with the mind for to destroy the opponent. Okay? So, as this is going on, I'm using psychological warfare back with them, but on a spiritual plane. They don't know it yet because they're too busy trying to fight in the physical. The psychological warfare is using words. It's using words to try to destroy the mind of the chosen ones that are strong and mighty, but don't even know that a lot of us have already been on so much psychological warfare to the point where it don't matter. We just know how to use these things and articulate the things that we have to because we are on the zombies. They try to make us out of zombies, and we can't be conformed into the world of theirs because we want a heart. We're like the Wizard of Oz. We want a heart. You understand what I'm saying? We need courage at all times. We connect with those who have heart to be able to. What I do? Huh? Grand Rising, what you say? Okay, baby. I'm not gonna be long. But I just wanted to come on and say these things because when I was told before I started this, said, you got this. I need you to do it this way until you start feeling relaxed enough to speak with boldness and simplicity and with zeal and with the, and I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm getting there. So as I becoming more vulnerable to this life, this new life, and I'm feeling it, and God knows that I don't mind. Even though I have to be able to calm down in certain aspects because what happens is that I am able to sit among those who are not here and to be able to give these things to all of mankind and able to sit in places that looks like I'm right here basically, but I'm understanding that I have no problem with moving anything that would currently be in my way out of my way. I don't have no problem with that. Because I came to do it work, and I came to do it with boldness. And I have to be able to articulate it right. I have to be able to do it accordingly. And I have to make sure that these things that is implemented to you is being implemented in the right manner. I'm not worried about my mental. Because my mental, it got me to where I'm at today. You understand what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't be sitting here with you today. To be able to talk to you. To be able to give you information. To be able to give you the things that is coming. Because it's coming rapidly. If I wasn't able to go through the things that I had to mentally, how am I going to be able to implement it out of me? I'm not everybody. I'm me. And I love me. So that's why I make sure that I have the right words to say at certain points to give when it's necessary. Because when they want something, we got to be able to give something. What I mean by that is our energy, we don't have to give. I have learned it. Our energy, we don't have to give. That's why I wasn't able to give them according to what they wanted. Because I was giving heart. The heart is the strongest thing because you're showing love. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what you say or how you put it. However you want to put it. See, they can't penetrate love. They can't penetrate something that is authentically given. And that's by action. And that's why many of us don't understand that some of us can't do a job that is not implemented for them to do. A lot of us can't. A lot of us only know how to give what they know how to give, and this is what you're gonna get. That's the majority of us, right? When I was told to be fearless, that means I don't gotta fear nothing, nothing. For what? Because I know that this matrix is made up of a lot of lies, a lot. Because when I had that dream, they was everything. These people trying to switch my destiny. How can you switch my destiny without me knowing it? Who you think I am? You really think I'm full of boo-boo head? I'm thinking to myself, do they understand at this point? Father, can I leave? I'm like, can I go? I'm like, nah, not yet. Just wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, man. Look, I need you to keep me in peace. Because at this point, these people playing a dangerous game. And this is me not want to go to jail at this point. Because I don't play like this. This ain't something that, he said, but you're going to do what I say do, ain't you? I said, yeah. It wasn't about nobody. Physical. You come and you go. This is eternal. So at this particular time, I'm saying, okay, when you get me through this, I know you're going to put me on more assignments, but that's assignments I do not want to be on again in my life because, listen, I knew that God was going to shut down the whole world when I got to a certain point of anger. And see, and then they're going to sit there, and then the person that was doing all this going to say, oh, that wasn't God. Shut up, because you're playing God. You playing God. You think you're not going to get away with it. Boy, I tell you the truth. You think I'll lay on side of you? And I know who you are? You think that I'll be bothered with you? And I won't even sit and allow you? God won't even sit and allow you. You think you can maneuver my mind? And you showing me who you are? You got to be crazy. Now, this psychological warfare that I'm under at this particular time, I got to play this role as well accordingly to God got his situated. Because listen, this is God doing. He is in control of everything. He knows that the psychological warfare, these zombies that is out here trying to get the brains of the hearts of those who are basically under his divine care. He knows that they are trying to steal, kill, and destroy. So these are things that have to be implemented accordingly and know how to be executed, planned, point blank, and who to use. So as And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm like, I ain't being funny than that. I'm not no violent person. I'm not, but I will do something that I have to if it come down to you putting your hands on me. But I'm not a violent person. I never have, never will, because I will cry up a river, literally cry up a river, because I know that my tears are worship. I know it, and I don't doubt it. An angel came to me and told me years ago, I think it's probably about 18 years old, and told me that my tears was being poured out on the gold pavement. Every time my tears was pulled out on the gold pavement, they come up and they be beautiful and they smell so good. Your tears just fall from your eyes. You don't think nothing like that. And now at this particular time, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm going through so much stuff, and I can't help it. I got to cry. I got to release. I have to release, and I had to release. So I was 35 years old. When I was 35 years old, I began to understand that my life is more of, okay, this is something that I have to go through. This is something I can't change. This is something that I have to be able to go and be able to release, because I've never been the type of person to mind if I cry. I don't care where I'm at. I don't. Because I know that my tears have more praise than anything. Because this is a psychological warfare. And a lot of people don't understand what is really going on. They don't. They don't know. And you got to be able to listen to what you have to be able. You're gonna know. You're gonna know. Um, it was times when I didn't understand a lot of things, and I was questioning everything, because I see this in a different manner, and I ain't gonna be talking to too many people, because I know that people would think, at this point, people would think that I'm I'm flipped out and doing this side circle here. They can't fool me. These people already know that they lost that battle. You know what I'm saying? They already know that. They ain't stupid. They ain't dumbfounded. That one ain't no way in this world. I'm gonna be honest with you. They definitely thought that I was gonna. I got the hitch. But see, this is something that we have to be able to put out in the right manner, like I say. But to say this, when these things was put here, baby. You want this? Cause there ain't nothing in now. Want this? Want this? Stop, baby. You like, come on, you need me to open it. Excuse me. But yeah, I promise you, it was more of, my peace was destroyed. My home was destroyed. My my love life was destroyed. My Listen, I told y'all before all this occurred. My auntie, she was the one who always was the one. I could speak right. My auntie, my mom's sister, she was the one that always was the one doing evil. Always was the one doing the evil. And I used to stay away from people. Used to ask me, my cousins used to ask me, why you don't want to go there? She funny. I don't care what funny she is. She ain't finna, I'm not going over there. Y'all listen, mind you not. I don't talk about my business a lot, but I do talk about the things I have experienced. But my nephew, I have a nephew right now. His mama, but when she was living, she used to go over my auntie's house all the time. All the time. Listen, my she ended up passing away. She got sick and she passed away. Okay. She had lupus. And she had 3 boys. She had a girl. She had to have the baby was stillborn. The baby literally, the little girl couldn't live. When she got ready to have that baby, the baby was dead. She got boys. All she have in this world is boys. And you know, like that made me almost cry. Cause it's something I just seen something about why the Lord probably didn't let her have that little girl. And that was mainly saying that it's 15 minutes. Anyway, so you gotta wait till what's now. So she ends up right now. My nephew, hello baby, hello. My nephew, he came to me. He asked me a question about his mind. Okay, and I said, baby, I'm gonna be honest with you. What's going on? It's a generational curse that's going on, but at the same time, you under black magic. My nephew, he was tripping. He been going through this thing for now for some years, and I know I could sense what he's going through, and I could see what he's going through. There ain't nothing I could do for him. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to, in order for to come out this thing, you got to want to. You understand what I'm saying? You got to want to be able to heal. And those things start flaring up in him, and you know what I'm saying? He going through so much to the point where he gets out of jail, go right back. So we already know what that means, quote unquote. It is what it is. But at the same time, it got to the point where I couldn't talk to him. There's so much black magic going on. And he's scared. They could see too. They could see like I can. They literally could see like I can. I used to have to keep them calm and help them. I have to get up out of my sleep, and I have to go and pray. I have to get up, and I'm talking about when I knew the enemy is coming at them. When he was in he wrapped his car around a pole, and he came back to he came to the house. He just got through talking to me about how people talking about me and telling me. I said, hold on. You don't have to defend me. I said, do you see me around them people? Have you ever seen me around the people? Have you ever seen me deal with the people? He said, nah, I didn't. I said, what you arguing with them for? I said, why you arguing or want to fight somebody that ain't even much on my level? He was still mad. But he calmed down, and he went and wrapped that car around because he wanted to fight them. I said, this is not the type of battle. This is not that type of battle. This is not that type of battle. I said, you can't fight physical with spiritual. So I goes in the house. We were sitting on the front porch, and I said, I rebuke death right now in the name of Jesus. I'm saying what I said, and I'm saying it. I rebuke death right now in the name of Jesus. I dispatch the angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, to destroy every evil forces right now in the name of Jesus. This is what I was saying at that particular time, because this is what I seen. I seen the enemy jump on this car, and I seen it try to kill him, because he was heading back over there to go and start a fight. And he was mad because I was like, I just shut up, got out the car. I'm gonna argue about something that I already know is going on. I said, do you see? I said, he was like, Mama, he was like, Auntie, they talking about you like this, they doing this, they talking about this. He was pissed off. Literally, I said, baby, listen, you can't fight a physical battle, a spiritual battle with physical forces. I said, anything you want to know, I will help you, but you can't do it like that. You're like, blah, 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 blah. He's shooting at these blanks at me, and I'm shooting at them because I got out the car, and I went up there, and I went to sleep. I went to sleep first, came back at the house, and we were sitting out there talking, and I was like, hey, I rebuke. I send the angels out to This boy that wrapped his car around the pole. What if I would not have been obedient? What if I would not have spoken those words that I did not that I had spoke? What if I would have said anything other? What if I not been obedient to, sensitive to the Spirit, and seen these things, these gifts that God have given me to be to articulate out here for the sake of the people? Don't matter. Who you are is who you are. When God tell you that you have to be faithful to Him, you have to be faithful to Him, regardless you like who you are or not. When He told me to rest, I was like, well, I can rest. He said, I need you to rest, because anything that you're going to do, you're going to be able to do it anyway. He said, but I need you to rest. So I said, okay. I tell you, I time to rest, because every day I was doing something. Whole day long, sometimes doing something. You understand what I'm saying? I kept a pattern going, because this is something that I know that it worked for me. It's 5, on the clock. Y'all, I don't normally look at the top clock, but that was amazing. Anyway, so time. But I'm telling you that many things that God is doing, it speaks of us to be bold, fearless. Listen, I know that there's things out here that will rock our world, but we got too much power for that. And this is what the dream representation was with the police. Those are officials. Those are people that are in certain type of statuses. Officials, don't matter what officials there was, because there was many of them. You know, these people got different type of jobs as well in their background history. You understand what I'm saying? They got people that work these places and that place. These are things. What's going on with you? Your leg hurt. Let me see. Okay, he got to get all up under me. He got to get all up under me. Come on, boy. Get in front. This is my sweet pie. Eat my babies, y'all. So, this is basically me saying that there's so many things that we as, y'all see, he just got behind me. He tried to get him on. He probably did try to get him on. I'm like, hold up there. But he goes get behind me. Talking about his leg hurt. He making sure he be known. These babies, this is my grandbaby though. I got 3 grandboys. You know, so it's amazing how we are. We have the ability to see things as it is. And then and on top of that, they'll try to switch destinies with us, because we have a brighter destiny than them. It's amazing how the enemy will try to use your brain, their brain, to take your life. These zombies. That's why I call them. That's why I say zombies. They are zombies. They don't have no life. They don't. They can't live their life regardless of how much anything is going on. Because see, once they give their life to the enemy, it's over with. It's downhill from now. Negative energies, it's downhill from now. And they don't understand that it's not easy coming back from that. I've seen it happen so many times. I didn't be like, hey, hold up, I'm not doing that. I ain't going that route. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Oh no. What I'm putting myself in there for, when I know that I have went down a rabbit hole on that level just a little bit, and I didn't like the trail. So I didn't go back. I didn't like have to worry about what I had this and that, and what I got to do to get to this point, that point. Man, I just fasting. Let me talk to you. When that sun come up, I had my Bible in my hand, talking to God, telling him I need to release this. This is how I release. I'm not going no back and forth. This is how I release. I go to God and ask Him to help me to overcome these things in a different type of way, and this is what I do. And I don't have time to go back and forth with nobody about nothing. And that was a whole completion at the time, 1010000. When I looked at the time clock. So I'm just being honest with you. When any time information is coming forth, take that information because it's applicable. Because information is like I have to take in information. I have to. What works for you works for you. What works for me works for me. And it's not that it don't work in that manner. You can't tell somebody, okay, well this and that. This is how they get into their destiny. This is how they are articulating their life. So these mental states of mind, in order for it to help, you have to embrace the fact, regardless of what. Because I know a lot of things that people have going on in their minds. Wow. It's unbelievable. And God does trust those who He knows that can hear and know that they're going to be able to, wow. They know how to keep their composure, you know what I'm saying? They know how to keep their mind. I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. This is a personal space. Personal. Supposed to be a personal space. Okay? All right. Supposed to be. So, in the midst of that when you be able to, man, you can shoot all your blanks or whatever you have to do to get anything out right here in this place. It ain't nothing dealing with it ain't no mental problem at that point because you in your own privacy, your own home. What you looking at your different facial expressions? You too cute, boy. So I just know to be upfront. But when things are being used against you, you can't use certain things against somebody to say they got a problem and they don't have it. Okay? You can't make them have a problem when they don't have a problem. There's no way you can do that. You can't make and implement something that you don't have facts about. You got a mental problem is somebody that's literally is, I don't know what, like the ones, the zombies, okay? So, but I got to get up off of here, y'all. I really and truly, I love my job. I really do. I don't mind about doing my job because my job is for me. And God gave it to me, and I'm going to do what I have to do. But He told me to rest. I'm going to be honest with you. It's hard to be honest with you. It's literally hard because you used to doing things a certain type of way. It's kind of hard, but He's going to help you through it. So, I just came on and talk about how these zombies, they out here on your brains. And they can't have nothing. It's already done. Their faith is already sealed. They got to see that they can't win this battle. They have to understand that they can't win a physical battle, period, with spiritual. They can't use darkness to overpenetrate the light. They cannot use darkness to articulate the mind that they want. Because it's not necessary. They're done that properly way. So we have a lot of things that we have to go through to be able to understand life. Even though I knew when I was in the test regardless of when I said I lied. I would tell you, I know you're testing me. I know you're playing with me. Huh? I say it quickly. Because I know the difference between right and wrong, and I know the difference between understanding is the best key. And I'm not going to tell you no lie. When I don't like being played with, I just don't like to be played with. I don't take everything seriously. I just look serious like all the time because I'm always having visions, and these are things that me how I had to get used to because people used to be like, "Don't you smile?" I'm like, he said, what's wrong with you? They used to say, "What's wrong with you? Why you won't smile?" I don't feel like smiling. You just say, "God bless you." Keep going. You probably get a smile. Yeah, but I couldn't smile, period, because I was adjusted to the other part of what God was releasing to me for me to embrace. And I'm like, this is too hard. I'm that serious. It was too hard. But I love my life. I don't need nobody to tell me who, what, how. No, I don't need that. I'm just going to be honest. I ain't got no problem with nothing. I ain't got no problem with none of my life because I know what's in my brain. I know I'm not a zombie. I know I'm not worried about anything. I know that I've been accepted my faith when I was his age. So I don't mind. The one thing I'm not gonna do is let anybody disturb my peace. Not even him. Ain't that right? Yeah. It's my baby too, my first baby. Think of my man. This is my little man here. Hey, look. But when he was a little bitty baby, I used to be praising God. He'll be like, I'm in warfare mode, straight warfare mode. Man, these people trying to take out my whole family. This boy right here, I'm like, I put him down. I think he's sleepy, just a tiny little baby. I'm put him down, and he go, for real. He just sit there and start crying. So I'm like, what the world? So I have to get him back, and he just get back quiet. Oh, I got the praise God with him in my hand. Just going in it. So he get quiet. He literally got quiet. So I knew right then and now that I was gonna have to change a lot of things. How I do things, how I speak. I'm still learning on how to speak because I got a little problems with that. There's my babies. So my youngest child is 10 years old. They argue that I'm their mama. They tell everybody that that's my mama. That's my mama, though. That's my mama. Ain't you my mama? I be like, man, y'all is nothing to get on my nerves. I did that with my dad and my children from 10 to my daughter was like 8 years old. And one day I came over that room, I was like, that's my dad. That ain't your dad. That's my dad. I'm literally arguing with my child about my daddy, and knowing that I shouldn't be doing it, but I couldn't help it because I'm a daddy's girl. It don't matter. So as as the time went by, when I this particular day, my dad looked at me like this. Oh, I'm for real. He looked at me. I'm telling you, I looked at his eyes like if this could kill, or cut, or do some whooping, or something. I believe I would have been. I think his eyeballs would have whooped me that day. But I'm just saying that he literally had made me change my outlook of what I was thinking at the particular time because I was literally arguing with my daughter about that's my daddy because he is my daddy and he her granddaddy. I was trying to let him know that, but it didn't work like that because he was like this. He was looking at me like I know she ain't doing it, and I felt it. I looked over at him. I said, "Oh my God, I feel stupid." I did. I literally did. At that point, I did feel stupid because I'm like 30 some years old, fussing with my daughter about that's my daddy, and I couldn't help it. That's my daddy. That's your granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? But I see it now. I was like, it didn't dawn on me quickly enough. I'm not gonna lie to you. They just be arguing. My baby 10 years old, they argue right now about my mama. Him and them. So that they call me mama. They don't call their mama mama. They call me mama. So I had to understand it. But I love it. I be like, grandmama. They be like, mama, you my mama. I be like, because sometimes I get it, I be knowing who they talking to. So what I do is, I got to cover his ears. So what I do is, I act like they ain't talking to me. I be like, which mama you talking about? I be trying to get them to call their mama mama. But it don't work. They still say, Kiki. They don't call her mama. And I don't like that. But it's fine. So, all right, y'all. Shout out to my soul family. Peace. Till next time.